You won't have to chase success. Success will chase you. Let me ask you a question. Do you chase success or do you attract it? That's an important question. One that changed my life many years ago. Because here's what I discovered. Success isn't something you run after. It's something you become worthy of. Success is not to be pursued. It is to be attracted by the person you become. That's the big idea. You attract success by who you are, not just by what you do. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about attraction. Let's talk about alignment. Let's talk about how to become a person that success can't ignore. For things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. That quote, that one idea can change everything because we're taught to look out there for success, to fix our circumstances, to fix our environment, to fix our job or the economy or the government. But the truth is, success doesn't start out there. It starts in here. It begins with you. Here's what I learned early on. You don't get what you want. You get what you are. You want more money? Become more valuable. You want more opportunities? Develop more skills. You want better relationships? Work on your character. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Success is not a mystery. It's not reserved for a lucky few. It's not locked behind some secret door. It's a mirror. It reflects you back to you. Your income is a reflection of your value to the marketplace. Your habits are a reflection of your standards. Your relationships are a reflection of your emotional intelligence. If you don't like the results in your life, don't get mad. Get busy, because everything changes when you change. Not your boss, not your partner, you. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Now that doesn't mean you stop working on your job, but it means that the best investment you can make is in you. So what do? Where do you start? Start with reading. Start with learning. Start with becoming. One book a month. One course. One lesson. Little by little, you sharpen your thinking. You lift your standards. You build your confidence. And before long, you become the kind of person who attracts success. Because now, success says, there's someone ready for the next level. Success doesn't respond to need. It responds to value. You can't demand success. You earn it. You attract it by becoming someone of worth, someone of depth, someone of consistency. People say, I want to make more money. Okay, then become more valuable. How? Learn to solve bigger problems. Get better at communicating. Be more reliable than ever before. Master your emotions. Sharpen your thinking. You don't need to chase every opportunity. You need to become the kind of person who magnetizes opportunity. Character is what attracts the right people. Character is what keeps the doors open. Character is what ensures you keep what you've earned. Because here's what success says. I'll come to you, but only if you're ready. I'll stay with you, but only if you've prepared. I'll multiply, but only if you've matured. And that's the secret. Success is something you attract by the person you become. It starts with becoming, not demanding, not begging, not complaining. Becoming. So here's what I want you to know. The law of attraction is already working in your life. You're already attracting people, situations, habits that match who you are right now. If you want different results, you don't need to wish harder. You need to work smarter. You need to develop yourself to a new level. Because when you grow, everything else grows with you. Your income, your influence, your opportunities. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying basic fundamentals. Let that settle in. Success is not some distant star you reach by chance. It's the sum of daily decisions. Every day you make a choice to focus or to be distracted, to move forward or to stand still. Focus is the gateway to success. Without focus, your goals are just wishes. Without focus, your dreams remain ideas. Without focus, your efforts scatter like leaves in the wind. Discipline is the foundation upon which all success is built. Lack of discipline inevitably leads to failure. But discipline begins with focus. Focus on the right things. Focus on what matters most. Focus on the tasks that move the needle. It sounds simple, but it's not easy. Grand visions are inspiring. Big goals are essential. But it's the daily focus that builds momentum. Imagine a tiny drop of water. Alone, it seems insignificant. But drop by drop, over time, that water carves valleys, shapes mountains, and builds rivers. Your daily focus is like that drop. Each day you focus your energy, you chip away at obstacles, you build momentum, and you create progress. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Notifications ping, emails flood, social media pulls, voices clamor for your attention. The average person allows their focus to be hijacked, and as a result, they drift through life, wasting energy, losing time, and falling short of their potential. Learn to say no, so you can say yes to what really matters. You must guard your focus like a treasure, because where your focus goes, energy flows. And energy determines your results. How do you build daily focus? It starts with routine and priorities. Start with a clear plan. Every morning, decide what your top 3 priorities are. Not 10, not 5, 3. Protect your time. Block out distractions. Turn off notifications. Set boundaries. Work in focused bursts. Use techniques like the Pomodoro, 25 minutes fully focused. 5 minutes rest. Review and adjust. At the end of the day, reflect on what you accomplished and what you can improve. Daily focus leads to consistent action. Consistent action builds habits. Habits shape identity. And identity attracts success. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. When you commit to daily focus, you commit to becoming excellent. You commit to progress, even when it's slow. You commit to showing up, even when motivation fades. Millionaires don't waste focus on things outside their control. They focus on their attitude, their effort, their learning. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. This means you focus on your growth, you focus on your daily disciplines, and you keep your eyes on your vision. Remember, what you focus on today determines the results you harvest tomorrow. The secret is simple. Small, focused actions done every day lead to massive success over time. So the question now is, what are you focusing on today? Are your daily efforts aligned with your dreams? Or are you scattering your energy in too many directions? To attract success, you must focus. You must be intentional. You must train your mind to say no to distractions and yes to progress. Next, we'll explore how purpose and vision amplify your attraction to success. Because success is drawn to clarity and meaning. Let's keep building. Let's keep focusing. When the why gets strong, the how gets easy. Pause there. Let it echo. Because most people chase techniques. They search for hacks. They hunt for shortcuts. But millionaires, they start with purpose. They ask, why am I doing this? Purpose is the spark. Vision is the flame. Together they create a fire you cannot put out. And that fire, it attracts success like a magnet. Purpose is not a slogan. It's not a bumper sticker dream. It's the reason you get up when the alarm rings. Without purpose, effort feels heavy. With purpose, effort feels light. Reasons come first. Answers come second. You don't need perfect plans. You need powerful reasons. Ask yourself, why do I want to grow? Why do I want to earn more? Why do I want to lead, serve, and build? Write the answers down. Read them every morning. Because when purpose is clear, discipline is automatic. Purpose asks why. Vision answers where. Vision is a mental movie, a vivid picture of the life you're building. Not just vague hope. Detailed imagination. Where will you live? How will you serve? Who will you help? What legacy will you leave? Close your eyes. See it, feel it, smell it, because the mind cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined future and reality in motion. And once the mind is convinced, the body follows. Think of a lighthouse. It doesn't chase ships. It shines, and ships come to it. That's what clear purpose and bold vision do for you. They shine. They broadcast conviction. They signal to opportunities. Here I am, ready, steady, unshakable. People notice. Resources flow. Doors open. Not because you begged, but because you became a beacon. 1. The purpose list. Sit quietly. List 10 reasons you must succeed. Family, freedom, impact, faith, whatever moves you. Rank them. Circle the top 3. Those 3 become your fuel. 2. The vision script. Write a letter dated 10 years from today. Describe a day in your life, morning to night, in vivid detail. Where you are, who you're with, what you're doing. Read it aloud each week. Update it each year. 3. The alignment audit. Compare today's calendar with that future letter. Do your current actions point toward that vision? Adjust until they align. Even small tweaks matter. Distractions test everyone, but purpose filters them. Offer of quick money? Ask, does this serve my purpose? Invitation to waste an evening on gossip? Ask, does this move the vision forward? Purpose gives you an automatic no, so you can save your yes for what counts. Purpose ignites. Vision directs. Daily focus propels. Stack them, and you trigger momentum. Momentum is success in motion. It's the invisible push that makes hard tasks feel easy, and easy tasks feel joyful. You become unstoppable. Because you are not merely working, you are fulfilling. Peer-driven people wait for approval. Purpose-driven people move with conviction. Which one describes you today? Be honest. If applause drives you, silence will break you. If purpose drives you, obstacles will build you. Choose purpose. Always purpose. Morning. Read your reasons. Midday. Visualize your 10-year scene. Evening. Record one win that moved you closer. Tiny rituals. Massive reinforcement. The major value in life is not what you get. The major value in life is what you become. Purpose and vision guarantee you become more long before you receive more. Imagine standing on a hill, dawn breaking. Your purpose is the sun behind you, pushing light forward. Your vision is the horizon ahead, pulling you onward. Between the push and the pull, you will not quit. Between the push and the pull, you attract everything required. So strengthen your why, sharpen your where, and watch success find its way to your door. Because you lit the beacon first. Stand guard at the door of your mind. That may be one of the most important things I've ever learned, and one of the hardest to practice. Because in life, you're not just battling outside forces. You're battling inside ones too. Negativity, doubt, fear, comparison, distraction. And if you let those things through the gate, they will settle in. They will take root, and they will shape your future. So what do? We strengthen the mind by protecting the inner world. Let's get one thing straight. The mind is the factory. It produces thoughts, ideas, and beliefs. And those beliefs shape your actions. And your actions shape your results. So if the mind is filled with fear, it produces hesitation. If it's filled with doubt, it produces inaction. If it's filled with criticism, it produces low self-worth. But if your mind is filled with gratitude, it produces confidence. If it's filled with vision, it produces direction. If it's filled with purpose, it produces powerful energy. You can't control the weather, but you can control your atmosphere. You must create the kind of atmosphere inside you that attracts growth, not garbage. You've heard the phrase, garbage in, garbage out. And it's true. If you let negativity in, you won't produce optimism. If you feed your mind junk, don't be surprised when your thoughts are confused, scattered, or weak. Your inner world is like a garden. You must pull the weeds and plant good seed. So let me ask, what are you feeding your mind? What books are you reading? What voices are you listening to? What thoughts are you rehearsing? Because the mind will replay whatever you press repeat on. You are the guard at the door. You decide what gets in and what stays out. Here's how to take control. 1. Audit your media. Cut back on news designed to alarm you. Avoid content that breeds fear, anger, or division. 2. Choose empowering voices. Podcasts, books, mentors. Fill your ears with people who lift you. 3. Avoid emotional clutter. Too much stimulation leads to mental fog. Simplify. Turn down the noise. 4. Practice silence daily. 10 minutes of stillness can clean more mental clutter than 10 hours of scrolling. 5. Speak what you want to believe. Tell yourself the truth. I am capable. I am growing. I am becoming more valuable every day. Affirmation without discipline is the beginning of delusion. But affirmation with discipline, that's power. People matter. The voices around you matter. Get around negative people, and your thoughts darken. Get around dreamers, thinkers, doers, and you rise. So protect your environment. Choose your circle. Here's a rule of thumb. If someone drains you, limit exposure. If someone inspires you, increase proximity. You don't have to be rude, but you do have to be wise, because you are the average of the 5 voices you hear most. Make sure they're voices of growth. Don't wake up and scroll. Wake up and lead your mind. Start the day with clarity, not confusion. Read something that lifts you. Review your goals. Visualize your future. This isn't fluff. This is mental fitness. The same way you train your body at the gym, you train your mind with words, thoughts, and focus. Strong minds don't happen by accident. They are built brick by brick. 1 disciplined morning, 1 positive book, 1 decision to stay calm in chaos, 1 moment of courage, 1 declaration of purpose. And soon, you become unshakable, calm under pressure, clear in direction, consistent in action. And when you reach that level, success can't resist you, because success is drawn to stability, to people who think straight, to people who don't get swayed by every wind. So here's the truth. You don't just attract success by what you want. You attract it by what you're mentally prepared for. If you want better results, you need a stronger mindset. And if you want a stronger mindset, you must protect it, nurture it, train it. Stand guard at the door of your mind, and stand there with a sword if you have to. Because when you protect your inner world, you sharpen your outer edge. And that's the edge success is looking for. Let me ask you a simple but life-changing question. What kind of person do you want to be 5 years from now? Not what kind of car do you want to drive? Not what kind of house do you want to live in? Not what kind of income do you want to earn? Who do you want to become? Because here's what I learned. Success is not something you pursue. It's something you become worthy of. And who you are becoming matters more than anything you are currently doing. So I ask you again, who are you becoming? You see, life doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. You attract peace, progress, opportunity, not because you wish for them, but because you've developed into someone who deserves them. If you want to have more, you must first become more. Simple, not easy, but simple. Let's say you want to be strong in 5 years, mentally, emotionally, financially. You don't get there overnight. You get there by how you wake up tomorrow, by what you read next, by what you choose to ignore and what you choose to focus on. Here's the truth. The future is not some distant place. It's created moment by moment starting now. And the small disciplines you practice today, they compound, they multiply, they shape character. Let's not talk about possessions. Let's talk about personal power. Do you want to be someone others trust? Someone who shows up with integrity? Someone who follows through not just start strong. That's the kind of person success is attracted to. Success is attracted to the person you become, not the stuff you collect. So instead of asking, how do I get rich? Ask, how do I become disciplined? Instead of asking, how do I build wealth? Ask, how do I build patience? Success will find its way to the person who is mature enough to handle it. Here's a powerful exercise I often recommend. Write your own future biography. Imagine someone 5 years from now describing you. Would they say, you're focused, you keep your word, you've mastered your emotions, you've built something meaningful, you lift others instead of gossiping? Or would they say, you're still blaming circumstances, you start but never finish, you talk a good game but never grow? Be honest, and then build the version of yourself you want to become. Don't just let life happen to you. Design it. You want more income? Become more valuable. You want more freedom? Become more disciplined. You want better relationships? Become more understanding. Everything you want is on the other side of personal growth. That's the truth. People want to have more before they become more. But the sequence is backwards. You must become the kind of person success is drawn to. Then it shows up almost like magic. Most people won't do this work. They'll wait. They'll hope. They'll complain. But not you. You're here. You're reading. You're growing. And that says something powerful about your future. So ask yourself, am I designing the kind of person I respect? Am I becoming the kind of person I'd follow? Am I living in alignment with the vision I say I have? Let's make this practical. Write this down. In 5 years, I will be the kind of person who... Then finish the sentence 10 times. Examples. I will be the kind of person who wakes up early with purpose. I will be the kind of person who follows through. I will be the kind of person who earns others' trust. I will be the kind of person who leads by example. Now, ask, what can I do today to become 1% more like that person? That's the work. Not flashy, not complicated, but powerful. The greatest reward of becoming a millionaire is not the money. It's the person you had to become to earn it. Money fades. Titles disappear. But the person you become that lasts forever. So focus on that. Who are you becoming? Become someone focused. Become someone grounded. Become someone kind. Become someone unshakable. Because when you do, you won't have to chase success. Success will chase you. Let me leave you with this. Success isn't a race. It isn't a lottery. And it isn't an accident. Success is something you attract by the person you become. You don't need to wait for the stars to align. You just need to start becoming. Become more focused. Become more valuable. Become more consistent. More disciplined. More aware. Because once you commit to growth, once you develop a strong purpose, a clear vision, and a focused mind, success will find you. You won't have to chase it anymore. You'll attract it. Because you're becoming the kind of person success is looking for. So my challenge to you is simple. Don't just finish this video and forget it. Live it. Review it. Reflect on it. Then do the work. Not next week. Not someday. Today. If you will change, everything will change for you. So change your habits. Change your focus. Change your mind. And soon, you'll change your life. This is your time. Make it count.